Bonjour, comment ça va? Je m'appelle Thomas, votre enseignant de la langue française. Nous allons apprendre le langue français à ce moment. Est-ce que vous êtes très prêt pour apprendre avec le français avec Monsieur Thomas? Bonjour, bonjour, bonjour. Good day, how are you doing? This is Mr. Thomas, French for travelers. 100 phrases, vocabularies we shall be learning in this lesson to enhance your spoken French, your daily utilization of French simple phrases when you see yourself in a francophone country. So, in our previous class, we started with the essential and politeness and basics, simple etiquette expressions that you we make use of immediately you get to France. And I told you that they do not joke with their number one polite expression, which is bonjour. The bonjour, once you say bonjour, even though you do not know how to speak French very well, they will take it up from there. They can be able to be of help to you. But once you greet good morning, good nakmitang, you are speaking another language, they will be embarrassed. It means you do not recognize their humanity. So bonjour and the other expressions in the essential politeness are basic way to grab the attention of the French spoken man or woman. If not, they won't be able to grant you your questions that you shall be asking them as a stranger in their land. So in our previous class, we looked at the essential politeness and basics after having learned how to greet, how to respond to certain salutations. Now we talked about comment dit en français, how do you say that in French? Then je m'appelle means well, my name is. Enchanté, enchanté, enchanté means what? Nice meeting you. I explained to them in that previous lesson that we had that French is a language of culture. They respect their culture so much in that the French culture was incorporated into the French grammar. That makes French very complex. So that's why in this class we wouldn't bug you, we wouldn't stress you with much French conjugations and grammar. We shall be going straight to the point. Pronunciation, how words are pronounced. Meanwhile, you should be able to distinguish between these two gender-sensitive expressions. Enchanté, the one with single E that is not stressed, it means you are referring to what? You are referring to a male. A male, so be very careful. Don't say enchanté when referring to a male. So you say enchanté. Referring to a female, you say what? Enchanté. So I don't want to start explaining some complex grammar to you in French. However, whenever you see two E like this, know that one is stressed and the other one is not stressed. The one that is stressed is referring to the female gender. So that was all that we had in our previous class. Bon, allons-y. So we shall be taking another very important, very fundamental lesson that is indispensable while your visa lasts. Your visa could be for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. Of course, you are not going to be cooking your food there. After having learned how to navigate your way around the hotel and how to ask basic questions, où est l'hôtel, où est l'aéroport, comment aller l'aéroport, combien de chambres vous réservez pour combien de chambres. So the next one is what? At the restaurant and cafe. So these are expressions that will be required of you, that are indispensable, that you must make use of when you get to the restaurant or their cafe. They call their restaurant can also be called what? Cafe. Just your cafe, not coffee now. All right, so when you get to the restaurant after what we taught you in our previous class, bonjour, comment ça va, pardon moi, and what have you. When you get to the restaurant, let's say you need a table for two. What would you say? Une table pour deux, s'il vous plaît. 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 A table for two, please. Une table pour deux, s'il vous plaît. Of course, I taught you numbers in the 5th lessons, telling you how important number is in this your journey. I taught you how to count from 1 to 60. In our subsequent class, I shall teach you how to count from 60 to 1,000. From there, you take it up. You shall be needing number in diverse circumstances around your stay in France or any other French-spoken country that you intend to travel to for your holiday. Now, une table pour deux. Deux means what? Two. So you should be able to make use of your simple expressions alongside with your knowledge of number or quantity. So deux means what? Two. Une table pour deux, s'il vous plaît. A table for two, please. Une table pour deux, s'il vous plaît. A table for two, please. Now, that's an expression that is indispensable in the restaurant. You let them know the number of table. If it is 4 table, une table pour 4. If it is 5 table, une table pour 5 personnes, s'il vous plaît. Now, after doing that, they know what the table is all about, the kind of food that you shall be given. So the next thing you will request is what? La carte, s'il vous plaît. La carte, s'il vous plaît. La carte, s'il vous plaît. The menu, please. 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 So after you must have been given your table, the next thing you do is to request for your what? Your menu. Your menu contains what? The amount for the table that you have booked for and the entirety of the food, drinks that you will be paying for. So to request that so that you know if you are capable of paying for the table you reserve for. So you say what? La carte, s'il vous plaît. 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 That's the menu, please. The menu, please. La carte, s'il vous plaît. Then after that, of course, I told you in our previous class that if you want to request for something, what would you say? I told you that there is a verb for that anyway, and there is also what? The polite form. It's from the verb what? Vouloir. The first person in that verb, vouloir, is je veux, meaning I want. But in the polite form, you have what? Je voudrais, I would like. So to request for anything, to request for drink, to request for any item, I've taught you in that our previous class, you use the word what? Je voudrais, I would like. Je voudrais, I would like. Je voudrais, I would like. Down. Qu'est-ce que vous recommandez? Qu'est-ce que vous recommandez? Qu'est-ce que vous recommandez? Qu'est-ce que vous recommandez? What do you recommend? Qu'est-ce que vous recommandez? What do you recommend? Qu'est-ce que vous recommandez? What do you recommend? Maybe you are talking with with the restaurant attendant, and the kind of food you ask for may not be there, and you being a stranger, you may not be used to their riz cartonnaise or their fromage and some other French food. But there are, however, some food that you should be able, that could be recommended to you that you used to eat in your country. For example, par exemple, you have les spaghetti. Les spaghetti. Every nationality should be able to eat the French spaghetti, in fact, for a week, and you will enjoy it. So it's a general food that every nationality, every culture should be able to eat. Very delicious. They pack it with fried meat, your French bread and mayonnaise. Then you may take it with yogurt or any other. So maybe what you are requesting for may not be in the restaurant or at the cafe. So you can say, qu'est-ce que vous recommandez? So what do you recommend? Je recommande les spaghetti. I recommend what? Spaghetti. Now, je suis allergique au arachide. 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 I am allergic to peanuts. Yes, they must have given you their recommendation. Oh, spaghetti, arachide. You tell them, no, I don't need arachide. Je suis allergique au arachide. Any nut related, let's say granite, cashew nut, and what have you. So to tell them that you don't just say you don't like that, you just use the word you are allergic to it. After taking it, you may feel like throwing up. So just say je suis allergique au arachide. In meaning what? I do not want to eat peanut or granite, any nut related food. All right, so you have the other one. Je suis vegetarian. Now remember what I explained to you in the previous lesson before we had this one. I talked about enchanté. Enchanté. I told you the enchanté for the masculine is not stress, it's just enchanté. Now the enchanté for the feminine is enchanté, stressing the extra E. So that's the same situation we are seeing here now. Je suis vegetarian. Now you can see another vegetarian with extra N-E. So like I said earlier on, they incorporated their culture into their grammar. That makes the French language very, very complex. So you are expected to stress, you are expected to have extra stress when pronouncing certain sentences or certain nouns that belongs to what? The feminine gender. For example, you have je suis vegetarian. I am a vegetarian when you are masculine. But if you are a female, je suis vegetarian. You see, extra N-E is stress. Je suis vegetarian. So don't speak like a woman when you are actually a man. Ne peut pas quand l'homme, quand en réalité, quand en vérité, vous êtes un homme ou vous êtes une femme. Bon, si vous êtes une femme, if you are a female, you say what? Je suis vegetarian. So do not talk like a female when you are a male. Do not talk like a male when you are a female. So that is why they always show the difference using either extra N-E or just extra E. Je suis vegetarian. So the restaurant attendant knows what to give to you once you say je suis vegetarian. Should be able to eat a lot of vegetable related food at the restaurant. Now, to express your gratitude or your contentment towards what you must have eaten, what would you say? Say delicious. say delicious. The person will say, merci. You'll be happy. The French people love praise so much. You say, bon, merci. C'est delicious. C'est delicious. Oh, c'est delicious spaghetti. C'est delicious spaghetti. C'est delicious du vin. C'est delicious du igname. C'est delicious spaghetti. Now, meaning what? The food is delicious. C'est delicious. It is what? Delicious. All right. L'addition, s'il vous plaît. L'addition, s'il vous plaît. L'addition, s'il vous plaît. L'addition, s'il vous plaît. Meaning what? The bill, please. The bill, please. L'addition, s'il vous plaît. The bill, please. L'addition, s'il vous plaît. The bill, please. L'addition, s'il vous plaît. What is l'addition? Bill. So you can call it le carte, s'il vous plaît. You can say l'addition, s'il vous plaît. Then, où sont les toilettes? Où sont les toilettes? Où sont les toilettes? Meaning what? Where are the toilets? Où sont les toilettes? Where are the toilets? Où sont? Remember, the pronunciation of this word is what you use in asking for description of places. Où est les toilettes? Où est le chambre? Où est la gare? Où est la mosquée? Où est l'église? Où est le marché? Où est l'hôpital? So, où? By now you must have mastered that. Où means where. Où sont les toilettes? Where are the toilets? Now, maybe you eat food in the restaurant. I think the first time I traveled to a French country, after eating their les pâtes and fried fish alongside with vegetables, I requested for the toilet immediately because I was not used to such food. So it's possible that after you must have finished eating their delicacy, it may irritate your system. So to ask for the close by toilet within the restaurant, what would you say? Où sont les toilettes? Où sont les toilettes? Where are the toilets? Un café, s'il vous plaît. 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 Meaning a coffee, please. A coffee, please. Un café, s'il vous plaît. A coffee, please. Une carafe d'eau. Une carafe d'eau, s'il vous plaît. Une carafe d'eau, s'il vous plaît. Une carafe d'eau, s'il vous plaît. Remember, I told you in our former class, in our previous class rather, that une carafe d'eau is water from the tap. And if you can still recall, je te dis que c'est un bon d'eau. I told you that that water is a very good water. C'est l'eau de la qualité. C'est a very qualitative water. So une carafe d'eau is quite far much better than the d'eau de la bouteille, that the water from bottled water rather. So you just tell them at the restaurant, une carafe d'eau, s'il vous plaît, a jug of tap of water. It's free in France. You don't pay for that because they fetch this water from the tap. Very clean water. So it is not contaminated. Very clean water. Very clean water. So that's what you request for in their restaurant when you want to drink water. Une carafe d'eau, s'il vous plaît. Une carafe d'eau, s'il vous plaît. A jug of tap water, please. Now, let's say you are looking for bread. You want to eat bread, French bread. What would you say? Du pain. Du pain, I told you in our previous class that this word is not pain. A lot of French learners always refer to this word, or rather pronounce it as what? Pain. It is not pain, it is pain. Du pain. Du pain. to pay. So words are not in language pronounced in the alphabetic order, because you are saying here, you now say pay, you now say pay, a. This is not a sound, it is a sound. This in phonetic transcription in your dictionary, you are going to see this as a sound. So this is pay, du père, just like how you pronounce father, mon père. So it's the same pronunciation but different spelling. So forget about the IN. A lot of French students that I've been teaching over the years will call this pain, du pain. It's not du pain. When you say du pain in France, they will know that you are referring to what? Bread. So you say du pain, s'il vous plaît, s'il vous plaît. Some bread, please. Some bread, please. C'est delicious. It's delicious. L'addition, s'il vous plaît, the big please. Où sont les toilettes? Where are the toilets? Un café, s'il vous plaît. A coffee, please. Une carafe d'eau, s'il vous plaît. A jug of tap of water, please. Du pain, s'il vous plaît. Bread, please. All right. On y va. So, santé. You chest. When you are drinking with your friends, you can just say santé. Bring out your glass of wine or any other drink. You just say santé. The restaurant attendant can even propose, I can tell you, santé, cheers. Now, le service est compris. Le service est compris. Le service est compris. Le service est compris. Is the service charge included? Le service est compris. Is the service charge included? All right. Now, je vais prendre ça. Je vais prendre ça. Je vais prendre ça. Je vais prendre ça. I will take this. Je vais prendre ça. I will take this. Bon appétit. Bon appétit. Bon appétit. Bon appétit. Enjoy your meal. Bon appétit. Enjoy your what? Your meal. Un verre de vin rouge. Un verre de vin rouge. Un verre de vin rouge. Un verre de vin blanc. Un verre de vin rouge. Un verre de vin blanc. A glass of red or white wine. So a glass of red wine is what? Un verre de vin rouge. Part of the thing we shall be learning in this French for travelers, that my teaching niche is classified upon. We shall be learning colors, because there are certain things you may trying to describe that you need to know different kinds of color, because when you get to the restaurant, when you say un vin, they can give you any wine. So they have rouge is red wine, blanc means what? White. They have white wine. They have wine of different colors. They don't joke with wine. Du vin. Un verre de vin rouge, a glass of red wine. Un verre de vin blanc, a glass of white wine. À pois, medium. Senna, rare. Meaning what you are talking about or requesting is rare. So, we are rounding up this class for clarity and for easy assimilation. Like I said, this is a straightforward lessons we are having in this platform to simplify the French learning process, which over the years have been made too complex by some tutors in trying to make the students to be good and be able to adapt a kind of organized and structured the learning process to be too ambiguous, and in so doing, the student get bored and they are not able to learn anything. They go to the embassy, they are not able to speak simple French, and they are denied visa. So that's why in this our class, we'll be trying our possible best to simplify the learning process. No complex conjugations, no complex grammar, and unnecessary use of expressions that are not relevant. So all the words that we shall be using, that we shall be looking at and studying, are the expressions, the words, the sentences, the simple, the complex sentences that you will be making use of. So this is more of a specialized learning, not the generic learning. So we are not focusing on the general aspect. So this is a day-to-day usage of French expressions in France. Daily usage of expressions as they are being used daily, not the textbook French. So there is a difference between the textbook French and what you need on the go. There are certain expressions that have gone extinct, that you are still making use of them in the street of Paris. They will look at you as an obsolete person. So we are looking at the French on the go, French that is spoken in French or in France today as we are speaking, not French from the textbook. So join us. Calmez-vous. Do not be scared. Compose yourself and anticipate for the best in this our learning. Have a nice day and anticipate the next class. Au revoir.